I think we were patient all day. Our car, we gained about 15 spots the first run and then kind of stalled out. We weren't going anywhere and just didn't panic too much, just worked on it. And every stop we'd gain maybe 1 or 2 spots on pit road, and then it seemed like we made one adjustment that really took this car off. We started 18th one run and went to 6th or something like that on that particular run, and got there in just a few laps. So that was the turning point of our race today. We just kept working on it, and then we got to second or third, and we didn't have a race-winning car. We just had a few adjustments we had to fine-tune, and every stop we were changing 3 or 4 things, it seemed like. But we just weren't content with running second or third in the last race, and so we just threw some stuff at it. The second to last run had an awesome stop. We gained 3 spots or something like that on pit road. Got us out front. Weren't able to hold it, but it gave us information to go back on for that last run. And we took some of those adjustments out, and the car took off, and it was game over after that. No, I think everyone's got a little fight in them every now and then, especially when they get done wrong or anything. It's after a performance today, it's easy to put yesterday behind me. But I think it's just maybe they looked at it and says, well, it's worth it. And I thought yesterday was worth it, and maybe he thought today was worth it. So I think it's something. I think that the sport, it's a self-policing sport. NASCAR does a really good job of letting us handle it. They don't want to get involved. But if it's something blatant, they've got to do. They don't have to, but they feel like they need to do something about it, or else they'll hear repercussions from fans saying, "Why didn't you do anything about it?" So
that's good. You're good.
All right, I won't say anything else. As far as the chase is concerned, there's 10 races, and you got to perform really good and be flawless those 10. It looks like the trend has been you get one bad race. If you want to be a champion, the other the second through 12th has had multiple bad races, but each one of those races where we blew up, we were leading. And if we just average 7th or 8th, I think, in those races, then we're out on the front stage celebrating right now. There's some things we need to do to be better. And I think, this chase has just made us stronger, because now I think everyone's focused and everyone is fired up about next year, knowing that we're one of the few guys that can run with that 48 every single week. I think everyone kind of puts us in a box, and they name off Martinsville, Richmond, Pocono, those racetracks, and say that we can win those races, but they don't put us in that category at other racetracks. And I think it just shows that we're strong. A lot of things, we've surprised a lot of people with our performance on other racetracks this year. And we've been a really good race team on all types of different racetracks. We felt like going into the chase, our strong suit was going to be the bigger racetracks, the mile-and-a-half program. I feel like I said 7 weeks ago that's our best suit right now, and that used to not be the case a couple of years ago, simply because I just had more experience on the short tracks, and just didn't have a good feel for the bigger tracks. But once you're successful one time, it helps out a lot, because then you search for that feel at every different racetrack that's similar. And I think it just shows that we're starting to come into our own as a race team and perform well everywhere.